Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be very different from the normal videos that we make. Today we will be looking at the untold stories of the dark web. We will hear a hacker's last confession before his death. But before we get into all of that, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more content. Now, let's get into today's video. Have you ever heard of a website called 4chan? Well, if you haven't, it is basically an image board website which was launched in 2003 by a Japanese-American programmer. It is probably the most popular website to go to if you want to see some really messed up stuff. Although it has many different boards ranging from anime to politics, but it is most famous for its random board where people can post anything without having to create an account. This is also the board that is most likely to land you in trouble. That being said, it has a lot of other boards such as the programming board, where people discuss computer programming, or even a music board where people share their music. It was on one of these boards that a user posted a confession before taking his own life. In his confession, he talked about how he hacked into Sony and how he actually had access to all of their unreleased games. He talked about how he did all of this just because he wanted to prove that he could do it and not because he hated Sony or something else. It was almost like a cry for attention. He wanted to be noticed. In his post, he explained that he had been hacking since he was 13 and that he was now 25 years old. He also explained that he never got caught because he always covered his tracks and used fake identities. He also made sure to cover his IP address so no one could trace his activities back to him. He then started to explain about his most prized hack, the one where he infiltrated Sony. Apparently, he had found a vulnerability in their system and he reported it to them, but they didn't fix it. So he decided to take matters into his own hands. As he began to dig deeper into their system, he found out that there was no protection on their unreleased games. This meant that he could download every single game that they had in development, and he did exactly that. He downloaded all of these games and put them up for sale on various torrent websites. As he continued his confession, he explained that he wasn't trying to hurt Sony or anything like that. He just wanted to prove that he could do it. He also confessed that he had hacked into other companies as well, but he didn't go into detail about which companies those were. He then started to talk about how he was tired of living life on the run, and he wanted to be caught so he could finally have some peace. But sadly, that is exactly what happened. He was arrested and sent to jail where he spent the last 3 years of his life. But before he could be sentenced, he took his own life. It was a tragic end for a young man who had so much potential. If he had used his skills for good, he could have been a millionaire today. But instead, he chose to use them for evil, and he ended up behind bars. After his death, all of his devices were seized and the FBI released a statement saying that they were investigating the matter. But it is highly unlikely that we will ever find out what happened to him or what he did. The only thing that we have is his last confession, which he posted on 4chan. It is a sad story, but it is also a cautionary tale. If you are a hacker and you think that you are untouchable, just remember that karma always catches up eventually. What do you guys think about this case? Let me know in the comments below. I personally think that it is a sad story, but it is also a reminder that we should always be careful when we are online. Even if you think that you are anonymous, there is always a way to trace your activity back to you. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. I also have a channel where I post extra content, so make sure to check that out as well. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.